All right then. This frog chicken's been on here for an hour and a half. We flipped it over, half an hour. Let's check the temps. Looking really good. So 162, 63. Yeah, that's ready. We're gonna get this out of here. Hey everybody, Mike Chavez here once again. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, glad to have you. So today we're gonna barbecue some chicken out on my pit barrel. I haven't used my pit barrel in a long time, but we're not gonna do any old smoked barbecue chicken. Today we're gonna do this Argentina style. Okay, we're gonna frog this chicken. Okay, you ever heard of a frog chicken? You might have. It's been around for a little while. I've never done it. I've been watching it. It looks really good. So we're going to do a frog chicken on the pit barrel, and I'm going to season this up Argentina style. So I've been watching this guy on YouTube named Furgoni, and he is awesome. He does direct fire cooking Argentina style, but today we're going to be direct fire but over our pit barrel, so all our fire is going to be in the bottom. So I made some chimichurri sauce to go with this and to help marinate it. It's going to be in a separate video. So we're going to get this chicken cut up, or we're going to get it trimmed frog style, and we'll get it seasoned up, and then we'll go fire up that pit barrel cooker. Haven't done the pit barrel cooker in a while, so looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Let's do it. Stick around. All right, y'all, so here's my chicken. I got a whole chicken here. So Al says this is pretty easy to do. First thing they do is take the tips off the wings for the frog style. Okay, usually I like wing tips if I make wings, but we're going to do it his way to start with. Alright, so say to cut the skin between the legs and the breast. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and come down about the breast, cut this down this way. There we go. So, pretty simple so far. Cut the wing tips off. Cut the next to the legs there. So now he said to flip it on its front and do some chiropractor work on it. See that big lump there? There we go. Flattened out. Dislocate the legs. And there we go. That easy. That was pretty easy. Look at that. It does look like a frog, doesn't it? So that's easy. Pretty easy. Now, normally when I do a whole chicken, I'll spatchcock it. Now, why he prefers this way, go ahead and dry it off while we're talking, is here in the backbone you have what they call the oysters. In here there's two little pieces of meat that are really, really good. You don't want to waste those. So we'll dry this out. I'm going to go ahead and try to loosen the skin somewhat underneath, because we want to get our flavorings underneath here. So loosen the skin up. I want to keep that skin intact though. Same thing with the legs, the back. Alright, let me wash my hands real quick. Alright, so to season this up, what I'm going to use, I have my Cosmos beer can chicken rub. We're going to try this out today. We're going to put that under it. And also, this is that fresh chimichurri I made, chimichurri sauce. So this is just a herb blend. This has got parsley, a little cilantro, garlic, vinegar, oil. Okay, this should be really good. So, the way I'm going to do this, so I got my rub, peel that skin back, Let's get the seasoning under here. We'll go ahead and get our chimichurri. Put some of this on here, chimichurri. Give it a rub. All right, put the skin back over it. We'll do the same thing with the leg pieces. Go ahead and put my Cosmo's beer can rub under there. Chimichurri. Skin back over. Chimichurri. All right, so we're herbed up. So let me get me another paper towel. I'll pat this off one more time. Okay, let me transfer this over to another rack. All right, so let me turn this over. Got a few bones here I want to get rid of, some rib bones. Let me see. Just to kind of clean it up a little bit. You don't need to clean it up too much. Those bones are sharp though. All right. Wash up again. All right, this underside, go ahead and dry it a bit. We'll go ahead and sprinkle it with our beer can chicken rub. Do the cavity. All right, this side of the breast. Go ahead and chimichurri this up in here. All right, a little more. All right, turn the frog over. Get her tucked in. All right, I'm going to dry it a little bit. Now we put this on the cooker. We're going to go this side up, and that should dry the skin out to make it nice. Know what I mean? Nice. So we'll go ahead and take some extra virgin olive oil, spray this top. Okay, we'll put some of this rub on the skin. All right, so we're gonna let this sit, get the chill off. I'm gonna go fire up the grill. There we go, frog chicken. All right, y'all, so today gonna be using our pit barrel cooker. All right, y'all, so today we want this hot and fast, so we're gonna use our Royal Oak lump. We're going to fill up our charcoal basket. All right, so what I want to do, put a few of these coals in a charcoal chimney. So we got a few coals in our charcoal chimney. This is a small chimney. Set it to the side. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna put my cooking grate on here for a minute. Get a tumbleweed and some fire. So tumbleweed. Fire. All right. Put this on there. Let that get going. Then we'll put the basket full of charcoal down in there. Dump the lit coals on it. And go from there. All right then, these are lit. So what I'm going to do is take this rack out. Put the charcoal pan in. Then we'll take these lit ones, dump them right on there. All right, so I'll get my tongs, spread these out. All right, I'm gonna put some apple wood in there, why not? Just a couple pieces. Now I'm gonna let this thing get going. So what I wanna do, and put my cooking rack back in. We're not hanging today, we're gonna go with the cooking rack. But I'll put one rebar in. And we'll put us a temperature monitor. We'll monitor the pit temp, because I want this thing pretty warm. I want this above 300. Go on in. I'm going to wrap it around this rebar a little bit. That ought to do it. Plug her in. Power on. Alright, so we'll leave this over here for now. So I'm going to leave this lid off for right now and let these charcoals get going. Alright? Alright y'all, got it all together. Alright then, this has had a chance to breathe a bit. Let's go ahead and put the lid on. Preheat this thing. Alright, I'm going to keep an eye on this cooker. When it gets up over 300, I'll bring the chicken out. Alright. Alright y'all, this thing's up to 315, 314, 315. So let's go ahead. I'm going to clean this grate. Alright y'all, been on there about 8 minutes or so. Looking good. Look at that frog. Alright then, these have been on here about 40 minutes. So let me go ahead and do a preliminary temp check. Looking really good. Yeah, 115, 114. Got a ways to go. Alright. Looking mighty fine. Alright y'all, this has been on here just at an hour. So let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. Let's take a peek. Been looking good. So before I flip it, I'm going to spray this down with some olive oil. See if we can get some little crispage on the skin, possibly. Alright, let's see how I'm going to do this. Alright. There we go. Looking good. We'll leave it on here about 15 minutes. We'll take its temp. Smoking it up, baby. Alright then. This frog chicken's been on here for an hour and a half. We flipped it over, half an hour. Let's check the temps. Looking really good. So 162, 63. Yeah, that's ready. We're gonna get this out of here. Get this thermometer off of here. Rebar out. There we go. Look at that bad boy. That look good or what? Man, oh man. Yes, sir. Got it in the house. We're going to loosely cover it with aluminum foil. Let it rest for about 15-20 minutes. Alright, y'all. So, this has had a chance to rest for about 15-20 minutes. Let's take a look. Look at that. Frog chicken. That is too neat. So, how are we going to carve this? According to Al Furgoni, this is how you do it. Take and just bust it up with your hands. Look at that. Juicy, nice. Just bust it up. My goodness. There we go. So there's all the white meat. Right there. So we'll get some thigh meat. Alright, bust up some of that skin. And this is going to be good. So here's them oysters I was talking about earlier. Right there, that's the oyster. I'm going to pop that oyster out. We'll have that for a snack in a minute. Alright, so what are we going to do with this? Let's check it out. I decided this is going to be Argentina meets Mexico. So I made these flour tortillas homemade yesterday. So I'm going to heat me up a couple of flour tortillas. Do them in this pan. Let's get some chicken. White meat, dark meat. Put them on there. A little bit of skin. Alright, I got some cojita, or some Mexican fresh queso fresco. crumble that on there. Got some pickled onion that I made. Put that on there. Let's put a little avocado. Alright. A little red salsa. And we don't want to forget some of this chimichurri. It says this is Argentina meets Mexico. Take some Mexican crema. And it's going to be deluxe taco. Look at that bad boy. Alright, so we got that one. Let's make another one. Mexican crema. Alright. Here we go, y'all. Look at that. Let me get a photo of this. Good gracious. This almost looks better than the taquitos I did. Alright, y'all, here we go. Frog tacos. See if I can get this up here where you can see it good. Hopefully, look at that. Yummy. Looking really, really good. So, we took and frogged the whole chicken. Instead of spatchcocking it, we cut it frog style. Put some seasoning, some Cosmo's beer can chicken seasoning. Put some homemade chimichurri sauce on there, Argentina style. Okay, then we put them together with some fresh flour tortillas with all kinds of good stuff which you just saw. So, without further delay, I'm going to try this. This is the cheek meat that we saved by not spatchcocking. Y'all ready? Taste! My goodness. Alright. Taco. Flour tortilla. Taste! My goodness gracious. That's delicious, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these. And we'll see you all next time. I appreciate you stopping by. And don't forget, I got a playlist down here, a video up here, and if you haven't done it yet, press share to subscribe to my channel. Alright, y'all. See you next time.